Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to the BGP podcast. You're here with the Boys Get Paid on a Thursday night, live from the Export Beer Garden studio. We've just been chatting for the last 5 minutes about who's going to win the Melbourne Cup. Luke's causing all sorts of noise on the microphone. He's got a BGP hat on. He looks like Damien McKenzie with headgear. Outstanding. It's Melbourne Cup week. It is great to have you here with us. Let us know who is going to win, because we've just been chatting about it. Luke, how are you going, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. I just looked at myself. I looked like a fucking pirate for a second there, like a cowboy hat. But it's actually a bucket hat, the Samba bucket hat for those people who need to keep the lid protected.
Where can we get them?
I mean, look, if you come to the Karaka Million, you might be able to get one. I might take some down to Cup Week on the final day, which I'm sure we'll get to as well.
Good. It's a good-looking hat, mate. I like it with the black and the little white trim. Dan, how are you, mate?
Oh, man, I'm good.
Yeah?
Real good. Yep,
good.
Absolutely loving it.
That's the way. Let's get it out of the way. The All Blacks, crushed.
They did well. They did well.
Yeah.
Obviously. But yeah, I mean, it was brutal. I think I just finished watching the David Beckham documentary this week.
I heard that's good.
Yeah, and basically they slaughter him over there when he makes a mistake. And a lot of the documentary, well, one of them focuses on that. And I just thought, it's interesting because I don't think New Zealanders would treat their own like that, and it's been good to see that we haven't. Instead, we've taken it out on the ref.
The TMO, actually. I agree on that.
Yeah, so, good that people aren't getting stuck into the All Blacks. I think the cool thing, as always, is when you probably don't expect a team to go as well as they do, then you are stoked, even if they don't quite get there. But it's been a fucking tough year for me, lads. I've copped the Chiefs losing, and the Warriors, the All Blacks as well. So next thing I'll find that JBG will run second.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. That is a tough year, Luke, but it has been a good year so far for some Kiwis and Imperatriz. If we get back to horse racing, I'm sure all of you guys out there were watching Imperatriz on Saturday, and if you weren't, you need to watch this horse going around. I don't know whether it's the Valley or whether it's the horse. It's a combination of both, obviously, but Dan, this horse is so fast, and I don't think we've had a horse like it.
Yeah, it's been a while, eh? It brings back memories of when Probabile was really good. It was very exciting, and we went sort of through that phase. We had Tiako Shark and sort of that. Yeah. But she's just come onto the scene. I feel like we've had a few Kiwis go over and beat them up a little bit, but not the way that she's doing. She's not beating them up. She's, well, if I quote myself, she's putting them in fucking body bags.
Yeah, we got it early then.
And it's really nice to see. And just, you see all the content coming out from racing.com and, all the different Australian media companies just talking her up. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. She didn't even get whipped.
Nah, it was easy for OPA. He looked like he was pretty stoked with the way that the orange ATM went.
That's right, the orange ATM. This bloke was in the sauna listening to it along with everybody else in the sauna. Everyone's watching it on TV. Luke Kimmies is in the bloody sauna with it on audio.
I was trying to make weight, and then I thought, well, you know what? This could be a moment in time. So these poor bastards on their Saturday that are just trying to have a quiet sauna, I'm like, fuck it. They can listen to Imperatriz as well.
Oh,
so I had the sound on, and just sort of sat in the corner and watched Imperatriz nude and then carried on the rest of my day.
Do you nude sauna as well?
Nah, I'll be honest. I had some pants on that time.
Good. You need to get down to Remuera Rackets Club if that's what you like, mate.
That's
sure it's all happening.
Wow.
I thought he was saunering at Centurion.
Oh, jeez. Honestly, I was just taken aback. Horse didn't even get asked the question. Got to the front. I don't think they were expecting that to happen. Just got to the front, and it was far too easy. It was so impressive. If your friends and whānau don't like horse racing, get them to watch Imperatriz. If they're not into it, that is the horse that you want to see people watching, because that'll get you into horse racing, that's for sure. The Kiwis were on fire on Saturday. Although we got smoked in the cricket, we didn't get smoked in the rugby, we got beat in the rugby. James McDonald, we got another bloody Cox plate, don't we? Can we claim it? It's 2 from 2?
100%,
surely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
surely.
Absolutely. Best jockey in the world, should have won a Hellberg. He's taken out another Cox plate on Romantic Warrior, Dan.
How close was it?
Awesome, eh?
I was kicking myself.
What's going on here?
With 50 metres left to go, I was kicking myself going, how did I just drop Mr. Brightside off one bad run on a really firm track? I was thinking, what an idiot. He's gone so good all year, and and JMac just sneaks over the top.
I think it was one of those ones where, the photo finish was so close, but also there was a shadow on the finishing line, and to the naked eye, because we had quite a large punt on it for little Cindo that I'm in, the lads that I went over to Vegas with, and we have a bit of coin left over, so we've been having a few plays, and they 2 to 3'd me and basically went 500 on the nose of Romantic Warrior. I was like, is this a true story? But yeah, we got the bickies.
Paying $4 on?
Actually, I think we had 400 at 5s. And with the naked eye, I was like, oh, it's 1. And then looking again, I'm like, oh, holy shit, this is way closer than I thought.
Yeah.
And then it was just so much emotion. Like, they interviewed JMac, and he couldn't believe he'd won. And yeah, I was the same as you. I'm like, fuck, we were all over Mr. Brightside the other day. And even someone was smart enough at the pub to go up and say, can you please start playing Mr. Brightside just so we can celebrate the horse winning? And then on the stream, we're like, oh, shit, that's coincidence. And then it just all went downhill. But yeah, huge run as well. It was weaving through.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Along the railway.
Yeah, JMac, I think, first jockey to win a Cox Plate back-to-back for 33 years. Probably won't see that again, maybe in our lifetimes.
Pretty good. It should be all over the social media content, some would have thought.
Oh, definitely in New Zealand.
Promoting that. I mean, it's absolutely massive. Some people should be doing that far more often, I think. It's pretty good.
Well, you might take 33 years before you get to do it next time. So,
How many jockeys have won it 3 years in a row?
Oh, I don't know, mate. Ted will know, probably none.
Yeah, let us know, Ted. That is a very, very good point. That was outstanding. Yeah, like you say, JMac, New Zealander winning it, Mr. Brightside, Kiwi bred running second. Hell of a Cox Plate. I think we talked about it last week, how great the atmosphere looks there. And more often than not, the race is just so tight because they're coming around that tight bend and they're all gunning for it. And again, you see it within a head. Romantic Warrior needed to make up like 3 lengths in 150 metres, and it did. It just got there.
It was nuts. Like, the finish was just, I don't know, it just happened so quickly. What the fuck is going on here? It's amazing.
Absolutely. And we roll on to the Melbourne Cup as well this week. Like we said at the top of the show, we're going to talk about some futures this week. So we'll go through the 2,000 guineas, the 1,000 guineas, the Coupland's Bakeries Mile, and also the Melbourne Cup. We're not that excited about some of the racing this weekend, so we thought we'd get into some futures. But just going back to Australia and more big racing on the weekend as well, Dan Prowess managed to sneak through a gap at the 150 and got up. That was awesome.
Yeah, she was good. That's she looks like she's got a bit more a bit more in her, so I think she's going to go forward and go a little bit better. Then she's got to the Champion Stakes, so the 2,000 at Flemington on the last day. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be really good to see her go around there over 2,000.
Is that next Saturday?
When's the Melbourne Cups? On Tuesday. So next
Saturday. Sweet.
I don't know. All the racing just gets rammed into a small period over these next couple of weeks, so it gets a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
The other one, Antino. Was it Antino?
Yeah, second. Yeah.
Fuck, mate. Like, if you go back, I watched Mark Walker talk. Mark Walker, the jockey.
Yep.
Yeah, he done like Michael Walker, not Mark. Yeah, another trainer.
Yeah.
But Mark Walker has ridden a few.
Probably. But yeah, he done like a review on racing.com about like the ride on Antino and how he thinks there was like a few big mistakes there. And when you go back and you have a look and you analyse it and you see the way that horse was quite unlucky, I think, I'll be watching out for that horse next up. I think that's going to win something.
Yeah, I had a small play on Prowess, as I think we said last week you'd have to. And yeah, I couldn't. I wanted the post to come fucking very quickly at one stage. I was like, oh shit, this is going to be close. But she held on, so go the girl.
Good man for getting on. That's good work. I think we heard the jockey afterwards say that expected a little bit more from her when she actually got the gap too. So they're expecting more to come, which is an awesome sign. She's such a great horse, and it's awesome that we saw her come through that run at Harwood. You mentioned about wanting the post. A horse that didn't want the post on Saturday, and I'm not sure if that's a bad thing to say or not, but Luberon in the soliloquy. It needed the post because, geez, Luke, I haven't seen anything like that, eh?
Yeah, I've actually seen a horse do something similar. I remember putting it on the Instagram story and it sort of said something like, favourite punters be like, and then it's just off and gone.
Was that Taliska?
I can't remember who it was.
I remember Taliska.
Yeah, but I remember it ended up getting picked up in Australia and people were like, oh, dollar two shot and running. But it sort of reminded me of that. But yeah, look, there were some ugly scenes there. I thought Mary Shan was going to do it for a second there, and then looking back, the run of Molly Bloomers was massive as well. So put those on and get down to the 1,000 guineas. And yeah, Impenda Bell, which you tipped out very astutely. I had a saver bet.
Did you?
In case.
I'm glad.
So I was pretty stoked about that, but that race was just crazy. But I see Luberon has trialled up really well today,
right? Okay.
And can head down south. I think if they can get that horse running straight, then that's going to be very hard to beat. It did look like it was just travelling, didn't it? But I don't know. Can you have a crack? I'm sure we'll get into some of these futures. with a horse like that could sort of do anything, but I think you get a more experienced jockey on. But again, it's got to go down to a new environment. It's now got to go back to left-handed. There's a lot of variables for me to figure out, do you? And I think come the 1,000 Guineas, I will be a few beers deep down there and probably just screaming home Mary Shan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going all in on Luberon.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Didn't you lose it all on Luberon on Saturday?
Yeah, I did, and I need it back. I'm a fucking
Give it back. MBJ?
Yeah, it is the maximum bet job for me. I'm going to be doing it, like, regardless of draw, track, whatever, I'm just going to go all in. Warren Kennedy's going to jump back on. I think he jumped on in the trial. And so I think, if you see that last start before, like, he had to cuddle it. Like, it was all over the show, but just, that experience of someone like Warren Kennedy makes all the difference. And I'm hoping that, maybe they can get the fucking. Who was the horse that had the trial whisper? It was Skew with. Maybe they
the barrier whisperer.
Oh, yeah, the barrier whisperer. Maybe they can have the fucking running straight whisperer or something. I don't know.
It was scenes, and it was awesome to see, actually, that obviously the horse and rider and everybody involved was okay, because it went a bit skew whiff, so to speak. Impendabel got lost out there as well and tried to cut down the inside. It was nuts.
Well, actually, on that, so the jockey was the apprentice that came over from Australia, right?
Yeah.
And I just thought, who's she riding in the last? And I thought, I wonder if she'll come out in a tone.
Yeah.
And I spotted Motivation and thought, fuck, what were we talking about on the pod? Wait till some of these horses get back to a better track and have a go. And I thought, that's good enough for me. Had a small each way and watched that win at 18s. But then the Harwood form was going so good as well. I said to the boys, shit, follow the Harwood form. And so we found something, what was that called? Some Fashionista.
Fashionista.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it said
Top four.
Top four, boys, top four, better track, get on. And so I backed at top three and it ran fourth. So I didn't want to get too greedy. But I'm glad you boys got some. So,
I did love it on Saturday when Prowess came home and you said Harwood form stacks up, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Christ, no one in Australia knows about this Harwood form, do they? But hopefully they do now. It was absolutely outstanding, Luke. We will get to the futures, but I think, Luke, we talked about it, didn't we? I don't think many of our best bets came in last week. I think only Matty, he got Skybird home, which was absolutely awesome at the Valley, and obviously Fitzy got Smoke on the Water. A few of us were close, but in general, I think you guys had a good day on the punt. Is that right?
yeah, just on that, Maddie's one that won. There was a horse in that race called Gringzinger Bell, I think it was. And when I was over for Caulfield Cup Day, it went around maybe over 2,000 metres. And it sat fucking 3 wide. They punched it forward and it just folded up like origami and got spat out the back. So I was like, what the hell? This is running 7 days later. Dropped back to 1,600 metres. They just sent it straight to the front. It must have said, fuck it, this thing's fit. Like, just go for it and let's just see if we can steal this race. And it ran second. They nearly did it. And that thing just went, see you later. So I'm not sure if Matty told us last week or if he's been in touch with where that horse is going next, but sounds like it's a serious horse. But that was a good win. It sounds like a few people got on that. The GC money was sound there for a bit. There was a bit of money coming for that, and then it sort of still closed up about $6. So I think everyone got a good quote, and it go through the middle.
Honestly, almost got beaten by Gino Severini. Did you see that?
I did. I was like, no,
Gino.
no. I actually nearly made GC my best bet, and I was like, fuck's sake. I'm like, oh, well, my best bet's still to come. The day's just going to keep getting bigger and fatter.
That would have been a good day. That would have been a very good day. Dan, you had a good one too, I think. You were there, eh?
Yeah, I went to Pookie for the morning. We were having a Halloween party in the afternoon, so the missus said, fucking get out of here so I can sort the house out.
Good.
So I went and took the kids. We went and mucked around. Seen Benny there after Millie Fiore run second.
Yeah.
So that was a real good run. So I seen him and Tash and had a little bit of a chat. But the kids were a bit demanding. They wanted to go and jump on the bouncy castle.
Oh, really?
Was it
that
haunted?
fun?
Oh, for them, I suppose. Yeah. They were having a blow at them, and all their kids were having a blast.
Can I just say, mate, you'd be up there with Dad of the Year, wouldn't you?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Take
Gold
them
medal with.
Take them to the bloody Hanua eeling competition. And then you got them jumping around on the bloody bouncy castle at Pukekohe.
Yeah.
And then off to a fucking Halloween party with a bit of cotton candy in the afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely stuffed them full of candy. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you have time to look at all the videos, mate? I don't know. You're just so busy dadding.
Put them to bed at 8 o'clock and then straight into it.
You're
Yeah,
over.
Mum.
Oh,
Nice.
mate, that's outstanding. And also, Desert Lightning, just to cap off that Desert Lightning was super impressive, eh?
Yeah, that was a very good win. Shit. I hope no one got on the futures for the
I
Copeland's
did.
Bakery Mop.
Thanks,
Far out.
Luke. If you hadn't pointed it out, I wouldn't have even realised.
Oh.
Sorry, you get a $50 bonus pick back.
Yeah, next day, like,
Oh,
no,
true.
definitely not going down there. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Gutted. Where are they going?
They're going to go to the Captain Crook Stakes, but it's got a new name
It's
now.
got the new TAB.
Is it Champions Stakes or is it an Australian race? Yeah, something
right.
TAB.
Let's keep calling it the Captain Crook. I think that name
Yeah.
sticks. And then to the
Croc a Million.
yeah,
4-year-old.
4-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, is that 1600?
Yes.
Yeah,
pretty
both
sure.
1600.
Both 1600. Okay, so they're not keeping it in the sprinting races. It's mate. That was outstanding. I'd keep an eye on that horse. I reckon it's going to win something good.
Don't forget the Khan.
Mate.
Oh, yes.
Take your cue. Yeah. Hey.
I was absolutely fucking buzzing about this one.
Yeah.
Someone backed the wrong Khan.
What a can.
It was race 6, number 4, Khan
What's
Hunter.
happened there, lads? What's he done?
Well, you were mentioning Khan, and I couldn't keep up with the amount of bets I was supposed to be trying to get on for Saturday, and so I was going back through each of the races methodically Saturday morning, and I saw King Khan in race 3, I think it was, and I saw it was at a quote, and I thought, oh, yep, there we go, that's the each-way play. Have a go at that. Run a nice third. I thought, oh, Dan, that's pretty bloody good. That's giving me a good sight for $3 a place. And then you're messaging later on, being like, oh, I hope the boys got some of that. And I'm thinking, fuck, what race have I missed?
But the worst thing is that I was about to put a bet on. It was like it drifted out to 18s and fucking $4 or something, and I got messed up with some admin. So I was like doing the kids and doing this, and then it was like a minute till race time. I went to go get on, got it at $9.
Oh,
And I
you
was
missed
like,
the
"Are you
18s.
fucking kidding me?" Yeah,
Oh,
I got
man.
on anyway, and I made good money, but I was devastated that I got half the quote.
That's what happens when you're a dad, eh? You've got to put it aside from 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock on a Saturday and just, bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
less ealing, mate, more stealing. More
I
stealing
thought you
from
were
the
going to say put the
TAB.
betting aside, and then you put the kids
No,
aside.
no, bet.
Put them over there. Yeah, right. Okay.
Mate, I missed your bet because I was out walking the dog, so that's an absolute shambles.
You
I wanted
gotta
to get my hour in.
Put that dog down.
Oh, mate, it's a pretty bad dog, honestly. It could be close to it. No,
sheesh,
no, you're all good. No.
Is it a greyhound?
Anyway,
Oh, jeez.
poodles. Don't buy poodles. They're feisty.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's all good. I had a good time, and I'm glad that all you lads won money. I'm glad that everybody, or hopefully everybody's listening to our stories of the weekend out there and thinking, shit, yeah, I had a good weekend on the punt too, because we did throw plenty out there last week, and a lot of them stuck, which is awesome. We're really, really pleased to be able to do that. Speaking of getting punts on, we've got a new feature this week, not necessarily on this podcast, on the bloody TAB website, on the TAB app. What is it, Luke? What do we got, mate?
We've got the new BGP Blessed Bet. So that's the one we'll all be bloody prayers up for on a Saturday, praying for, as we get to boost one of the best bets of the old BGP usual suspects. So this week we've had a crack at Cooper, named after Cooper Cronk, because this thing's so hot that it should just piss in, apparently. So it's 1-1 with Tegan Newman on board from the Kevin Gray stable. So if you want to find that, you're going to get $3.50 if you back it on the fixed odds. If you take it on the BGP Blessed Bet, you're going to get $4. Now, the price can decrease, so by the time you're listening to this, it's going to depend on where the money is going. But this one opened up 3.8, was into 3.5, and they've at 3.6, 3.5, and now back out to 4s for us. Now, just a note, you won't qualify for a bonus bet if you do it this way, if you do love your bonus bet. So just something to be mindful of. But hopefully we can find a few winners for the people. Ted and the GOAT, very, very keen on this horse. So hopefully Cooper Cronk can get it done, because everyone loves to bonk the Cronk.
They do indeed. Well said, Luke. It's Trentham Race 2, by the way, on Saturday, and it will be one of the lads' best bets. So get that BGP Blessed Bet into your bet slip and put some money on it. We'll bring you one every single week as well from one of the lads, which is pretty exciting. Dan, you giving me a heads up? What's up, mate?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, what's the chance of them giving us a blessed bet for the Melbourne Cup?
Oh,
Ladies man out to 100 to 1 or something.
oh. Actually, I was thinking maybe we could do like a BGP body bag as well.
It's like top 10.
That's good. That's good.
But actually, I said to them today, once I'd put all this together, I said, thanks a lot. By the way, looking forward to building up the Karaka Million Punters Club and asking for a BGP Blessed Bet and then whacking 250k on it.
That's good.
And they were like,
Absolutely.
oh, yeah, shit, okay.
Well, it was a bit rough today when we were waiting for the Blessed Bet to get posted, and we were seeing the money coming in for Cooper drop
Yeah.
from 380 to 350, and we're going, well, where's this Blessed Bet coming? But
Give us the boosted odds. Apparently, Cooper Cronk himself is already getting on, so...
absolutely. Good on you, TAB. Thank you so much for getting on board with that. That is awesome, and all of our community and followers can get on board that every week. This week, Trentham Race 2, Cooper. Get in. Right, lads, let's get to some futures. We have talked a little bit about some of these horses, but we can start with the 2,000 guineas. Obviously, we've got the New Zealand Cup coming up, the Cup week starting next Saturday. We've got the Melbourne Cup, which we'll run through as well quickly afterwards. But yeah, Melbourne Cup Tuesday, Cup week starting next Saturday. Next Saturday, 2,000 guineas. Crecchetti, after its victory, $1.70. Trobriand, you can get it boosted to $9, and it got beaten by Burn to Shine on the weekend in the Watercree Stakes. It was very good, over 1,600 metres at $8.50. Luke, is $1.70 backable?
Well, I didn't even realise you could get 9s around Trobriand, so I've just put a sneaky 50 on
right.
there. Because, $1.70 is pretty short. I think as well, what happens when they start winning like this, then you start getting into that, like, oh, they've got to lose at some stage. $1.70 is pretty short. But just those comments around he's going to have to bring it all together to really hit that mile from Warren Kennedy have sort of spooked me a little bit. I thought the run of Trobriand and even Lantern Way weren't too bad. But also, like how Taliska's going down there, I've been a big fan of this horse. I feel like he's winning, but he's probably not beating the same caliber of horse, so probably going under the radar a little bit. But I'm probably going to end up having a bet on those two, just purely off the back of some of that Karakamillion type form and knowing what was in there as well, and may just cop it if Crecchetti just kicks their heads in.
Yeah. So you're Trobriand and Taliska having a crack at those?
Yeah, I'll have a go at two. So you got 9s for one of them and 12s for the other.
Nice. Dan?
Yeah, I think in this, it's one of those things where, like, if we end up with bad weather on that Saturday and we end up with a slow to just on the verge of heavy, like, you could see Lantern Way shortening in quite a bit because it runs so well on a heavy track. So I'm probably happy to just wait until I see the draws and see what happens. I thought Burn to Shine won really well last weekend. So if I was going to have a bet now, I think I'd probably just have a little dabble on Burn to Shine, and hope that it runs that well again, because it seemed to like the track, and Trobriand did make a little bit of ground on it, but Burn to Shine in the end with the last 50 looked like it had it covered, and had it covered quite comfortably.
Yeah, even if Trobriand improves from that, it's going to have to improve quite a lot.
Yeah.
It got beaten easily, right?
Absolutely, and they say the same thing for Lantern Way as well. Like, it just looked like maybe, like it done really well on that wet track, which I think we all discussed last week. So I'm happy to just stay out of it maybe until I see the barrier draw and the weather.
Yeah, cozier run, I think, for Trobriand will be interesting to see. But not many reasons to get off of Burn to Shine after that.
True. Trobriand had to come from the back there, I think, at that point.
I was going to say, where are you heading, mate? What do you reckon?
I actually think Taliska for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I'm definitely not going $1.70 for Crecchetti. I'm exactly the same as you, Luke, that Warren Kennedy's comments about it potentially not making the 1,600, it could just be too good for them, and that's fine, but I'm happy not to bet on it at the $1.70. And I feel like Taliska might just be down there minding its own business. Teako, they know how to get a horse ready for this. They win it all the bloody time. They win all of these races all the time. Trobriand didn't show enough for me on Saturday, so Taliska, looks to be in good form, and it could just be peaking at the right time. And $12, I think that's pretty good shopping, to be honest. So yeah, get involved, everybody. Good luck. I think you're right. If it rains, Dan, Solidify even probably comes into that market too. So yeah, let's hope it doesn't bloody rain.
Yeah, surely not. It doesn't rain down there, does it?
Nah, never. Absolutely. We've got all our rain out of the way for the spring. Righto, the 1,000 guineas. We talked about the soliloquy a little bit earlier. Luberon running all over the shop is still at $5.50. Molly Bloom, who honestly got smashed all through that race, and I think it's been really unlucky in the two races before that too, has come into $4.50 favourite. So the TAB haven't missed that. Mary Shan as well, coming to $7. Luke, mate, you've got some money to win there, eh? There's some good odds.
Yeah, when I watched Mary Shan on the weekend, I had this sickening feeling. I was like, fuck, this maybe is an Oaks filly, not a 1,000 guineas filly.
I think they said that too last week.
Yeah.
No, they didn't say not 1,000 guineas, but they said, the Oaks will probably be a good race for it.
Mint. So I'm just like, okay, what do we... But, so what I did is I thought, well, we'll have a place bet in the 1,000 guineas and multi that with JBG. So...
Right.
So it's going to be a big day.
The new Rickerton multi, which almost came through on the weekend.
Yeah, far out. We'll get to that. But yeah, I mean, Mary Sham was impressive, just looked dour. But also, Molly Bloom just finished that race off quite explosively. They've all got to go back the other way next, which is going to be interesting.
True.
Flipping straight back to left. But, yeah, I mean, I like Luberon. I think, let's be honest, if Luberon kept running straight the other day and won, what's she, 250?
Probably.
Yeah, so you're probably getting 100% overs.
Very good point.
You know, because I don't think, like, if she was actually going to put 3 lengths on them, then, yeah, Molly Bloom might have ended up running clean into second or third next to Impendabel, say, but would probably be going, shit, that was a big fat win from Luberon. I actually think putting her back to left-handed and with the senior jockey on, you got the Lindsay colours on, they will be, and Lance Noble is an astute trainer, like they will be wanting to win 1,000 guineas, and it could be the week after we come back in here and we kind of go, how are we not on that? What were we up to?
Yeah.
So that would probably be the 2 ways that I'm leaning, Luberon and then Mary Shander Place.
Yeah, nice.
Molly Bloom's boosted to $6.
Is it?
So I think I'd probably have a little go on Luberon at the 550 and the $6 for Molly Bloom. Molly Bloom looked like a 1600 meter horse.
Yeah.
And just got beaten up a bit there, and then got squeezed right at the end there.
Yeah.
Maybe might not have won that one, but just, looked like she was going to explode and fire through. Maybe run a close second, but yeah, I'd be happy to take each of those at $5.50 and $6. I think there's still a bit of cash to make there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a really good point about Luberon. It's 1-2 left-handed at Te Rapa, I think, and so obviously has handled the left maybe a little bit better than the right hand. Is there anything here? Because I don't think those have run at the 1,600 metres, I don't know if you guys have had a look deep into the field. I don't know how many videos you've done this week, Dan, but is there anything here that's proven at the 1,600? Because most of these aren't at this point in time.
I mean, if I look a little bit further down, like Chantilly Lace, I don't know how she's going at the moment, but she's always been running on and looks like a horse maybe that could go a little bit more distance, but to be honest, like this field looks like it tails off a bit. Like once you get past Tulsi, like Tulsi actually is another one that has been sort of beaten around a bit and run some nice races as well. So
yeah,
but I think that's sort of almost where I'll draw the line there at Tulsi. I'll say sort of those the winner. I feel like it's going to come from one of those sort of top 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got even a horse like Star of Justice in there, which bet up Viva Vienna, who I thought would be sort of the 1,000 guineas horse, but after its last run at 1,400, where it just kind of got a bit of a hiding towards the end there when Star of Justice went straight past it. I'll be interested to see what they said about that run, and if it even goes to that 1,600 metres. I'm sure they have to have a crack with Viva Vienna, but Star of Justice looks like it'll get the mile. You got Opie on as well.
Ooh.
And, yeah, I think Emily Bosson's got a share in the horse as well. So Opie will be bloody under hard riding.
He'll be under a ride for a few days.
Yeah.
Oh, there's all sorts of ways you can look at that. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm not sure what you guys are laughing at.
Yeah, last time I saw Opie Bosson riding it's $8, but it's $8. It was a $16 runner at Brickerton. It came out and won.
That's
Remember,
right.
I can't remember who it was on or what the bloody race was, but Matt Cross was like, "This is stupid.
Yes.
This thing's paying $16. Opie's on. He's come down.
Yeah,
Get
I
on
remember
it.
that.
And smoke them. Who was it?
I can't remember. I remember that, but I can't remember who the horse was. I almost feel like it was a Forsman runner. Or in...
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, you never doubt Opie Bosson. Obviously, I was really keen on Pendabell for the weekend. Having looked at that run, I don't know, maybe at the end of it, it cut in a little bit because it got a little bit lost, so that might be deceptive as to how it's going to go at the 1,600. We do know Pendabell can go at the 1,600. It ran 3rd or 4th in the Karaka Million, so it can, but I just think the way that Molly Bloom finished off that race, it was pretty. It looked pretty good, so I'd be pretty happy with that $6 boosted odds, to be honest. Yeah, Tulsi was in that race too. Didn't probably show enough. So yeah, that's going to be a hell of a race. Remember to get into the comments, everybody, and let us know who's going to win the Melbourne Cup. We're edging there. We're going to get there, and let us know who your best bets are as well. Copeland's Bakery's Mull last year, Punters Club. He's a doozy. The big bet. The most memorable bet in BGP history, potentially, from my perspective anyway.
Yeah.
Can you find us a winner, Luke?
Oh, well. I thought we had found the winner in It's Business Time, but after last weekend, there's a horse in there called Take That, I'm pretty sure, that it's called. It runs second. I thought it would be going to this, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So, and then I had a look, and it's not nominated either during the week, so they can't be going. But that thing actually got out quite late and just about went straight past its business time. But yeah, it was a pretty good trial for it. This Is Dramatic was good before that. Even I thought, a horse like GC going down there may be worth a little, each way. It's sort of the form you want to be seeing, and on a good track, maybe we just have to check how it goes left-handed, but I'm pretty sure no issues there. That could be the way to play it, but it's business time only $2.30 now, pretty bloody short.
Yeah, I think it's business time. Maybe carries 55 in the Copelands with the mare's allowance, so not overly heavy weight. But I'm with you, Luke. I like GC in this, and I think $14 is a bit of me. Terribly unlucky the start before last. Won pretty well. I think I'll have a bit of that at $14. I think that'll build my bank nicely for when I fly down on Saturday and get stuck in.
Absolutely, yes. We didn't mention that you're going down, mate. That is very good. It's business time on Saturday. Hasn't won impressively as it has previously, but I don't know. I'd probably stay away from that too. If the weather's good, Mallyston at $14. We know that's had some good runs before and potentially could just sneak down there and take it out. I don't know.
Yeah, Mally Stonkers. What a horse that.
Mally Stonker.
Yeah.
At $14 as well. I'm really interested to see how Punchura goes this weekend because it was flying home and very, very unlucky last weekend. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty prepared to play outside of its business time if that's the case. But yeah, this is pretty open, eh? I'd probably be waiting till the day.
Did that Matt Scott win quite impressively? And
it did. Beat your bloody horse, didn't it?
Kicked its ass. Yeah.
So $21, like it's probably never lightweight. Did we fucking throw a couple bucks on that?
What was He's a Doozy paying last year?
$6.50, I think.
I can't remember.
You got a good memory. I'm pretty sure you're right. Who was the favourite?
We ended up punting it into favourite.
Okay.
But who else were they backing? Only had eyes for one horse.
I don't remember anything else. I just remember He's a Doozy getting home.
Good.
Yeah. What are the punting cues? Get some of that footage back out for next week.
That was awesome. You guys aren't even keen on He's a Doozy either, and that could come home. You just never know. That's a really, really open field. Hopefully that's given everybody out there a little bit of a steer. If you are thinking about putting a futures bet on, also let us know who you think as well. We're just sort of sticking around the top 5 or 6 horses there as well. But because the Melbourne Cup is coming up this week and it is still a futures market, we'll have a crack at the Melbourne Cup here, I reckon.
Shit.
I know, importantly, Ted, if we get his out there first, hopefully some of you guys got the Bendigo Cup, I think it was, on Wednesday, on interpretation.
Yeah, great tipping. He's been following that thing around like a demon, because he tipped it out at Muddy Valley, wasn't it?
Yeah, Muddy Valley, it got scratched.
Yeah, and then it's like, right, the poster's back up for the Bendigo Cup, and please get your futures bet on and watch the last 500 metres of this race. So he knows his shit, old Ted, and he's found it to win the Bendigo Cup. I think it was 51s, and now into, what do we got? Oh, it's still 51s.
No. Has the Tab not watched that race? They must not think much of it.
Yeah.
Well, if you like it, get on at 51s, because Ted suggested it. So
interpretation, you got Ladies Man down there at 51s as well. Is Ladies Man getting a start? I don't know. There's bloody conflicting information. Does anyone actually know? I hear yes, then I hear no, then I heard it's 25th, then I hear there's still a race on Saturday that could add another horse to it, and then a Vic Derby as well, and it's all gotten a bit confusing. But yeah, I don't know. I was actually having a little look last night about Gold Trip. I know it's pretty hard to win a couple of Melbourne Cups, but it's only $4.50. I liked its win last year. I liked its win in the Turnbull. That was just something else. It's got so many Ks under feet. Righto, let's go to the Caulfield Cup. Righto, let's go to the Cox Plate. Like, unbelievable. And I actually thought it had a pretty good run in the Cox Plate on the weekend as well. So I can see why that's still only $4.50 sitting around that. But I'd imagine, as always, on the day the market moves so much because you got the everyday punter rolling in for a crack as well, and they will be having a smack at something that they like, or they might just back the favourite. But I guess the interesting dynamic is this World Pool going to be in play on Melbourne Cup Day? Does anyone know?
No idea. I assume so. Like, surely it's going to be, right? Like, all the UK money.
and it just smashes the favourite.
It's the first I'd ever heard about this World Pool.
Yeah, it was crazy. On Saturday in the Cox Plate, I had a little each way on Alligator Blood, and it went around at $1.40 to place by the time they jumped. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to take $1.80. I reckon I'm going to get a bit of overs on the fix. I'm like, no, what? I'm going to play the tote because it looks like we're going to get more because everyone's going to bet the favourite. The next thing, it pops up like third, $1.40. I'm like,
oh, what a waste of time.
Yeah, but anyway.
Good, well done though, mate. You know, ran into third. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that was like the biggest pool on a bet race ever.
Shit.
What, the Cox Plate?
Yeah, apparently, like, because it was an international pool.
Well, Jesus, if that's going to be for the Melbourne Cup, then that could be ginormous.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it helps when you've got a Hong Kong horse because they got some fucking cash.
Yeah,
do they what?
Yeah.
And they don't mind a bit.
Yeah. What are you liking, Dan?
I've gone. I'm going to back 3 different horses. Solcombe, I think, is hopefully it jumps out only 1 length behind instead of 6, and I think that might go all right over the 3,200. So I'm going to have a little go at that at $10. Gold Trip, I sort of like to avoid that. Just I listened or read a stat today that the last time a horse carried more than 58 or 58.5 kilos was when they didn't even fucking measure it in kilos. Like it was stones and fucking whatever they used to do. What did they do back in the day? Like stones and ounces.
Body bags.
Yeah, he was like carrying 15 body bags. The other 2...
Or a few ounces if you're from the far north.
Yeah. I'm going to have a little bet on the Kiwi, ladies man. Just that's more of just like a, I'd fucking love a Kiwi to win this race. That'd be so good. But the other one I'm going to have a little go at is even a little bit further down is Future History.
I think Maddie likes that.
Yeah, so I think those are the 3 I'm just going to have a bet. And surely, like, if one of those win, I'm going to make money. If they don't, it's going to be like every other Melbourne Cup except for one. I'm going to fucking lose all my money.
It's definitely a very tough race to bet into, eh? I'm with you. I'm going to have a crack at the Kiwi ladies, man. Last time Ocean Billy was in, I was so excited about Ocean Billy. I think it ran dead last, but I still had a crack, and I didn't really care. It was just great to see it out there. So if ladies, man does get into the field, I'm already on interpretation on account of what Ted said, and I'll have a crack at Gold Trip because James McDonald's on. So, I don't really look at this field all that much. I just like the race.
Well, we're going to be watching from Corner Bar, aren't we?
We are. We're going to have these bucket hats over our...
I'll bring the Buckies, boys, don't worry.
Yes, good.
Hopefully we can get one of those winners home. How long are we kicking on for after?
It's unlimited.
Oh, wow. Shit,
Yeah,
okay.
I've got the green light and 12.
Got the green light.
I think we've all got meetings at 9 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
We blocked out our calendars 9 a.m. the next day.
So you're there at 12:15 at the Corner Bar?
Absolutely, yeah. I blocked out my calendar from 12. I'm going to go.
You'll help them
Uber.
open.
I'm out. Yeah.
You'll be able to help them open.
I'll put the stools out front for them.
Yeah.
Good.
Light up the barbecue.
My tip for the Melbourne Cup, and this is foolproof, is that you want to have $1 to win on every runner. Now, why you do this is because you fucking know that in the following 7 days, you're going to bump into your auntie's husband, your fucking cousin's partner's ex-girlfriend's, they, them, etc.'s dog sitter. And they're going to be like, did you have the winner of the Melbourne Cup? You can be like, yeah, I did.
You're so right.
Because they don't know, like, they don't care how much you had on. They're just like, well, did you? Yeah, I had it. Oh, yeah, well, like, so did I. I got it in a sweepstake. I picked out the right sweepstake. Yeah, fucking good on you. Awesome. So save yourself the heartache. Spend $24. Yeah. You'll get a bit back because one of them will win. So even if the favourite pays 4s, you're only down $20. But your auntie can get fucked. And whoever else wants to tell you how they're a hero.
You're not a very good punter.
Yeah. You get to dodge all that. Yeah. Had it this year. Bloody good. Yeah, it wasn't actually that hard, eh? So that is my genuine Melbourne Cup advice for the people out there.
I love that.
How's this for a story? So I think it was back in 2012 maybe when they had a real roughie win the Melbourne Cup. But my dad went down to Kaikoura. And it was, this year's a little bit weird with the weeks where the Melbourne Cup is. I think the Kaikoura Cup was like on the Monday and then the Melbourne Cup was on the Tuesday or something.
That'd be awesome.
And so he went down to Kaikoura and he went to go put a bet on the Kaikoura Cup. And I think it was Nerea Franco. He had anchored to win the Kaikoura Cup and then had like a first 4 bet. So he put the first 4 bet on, walked away from the tab and looked at it, and they'd put it on for the Melbourne Cup. It was like a $50 box first four or trifecta or whatever, and then he put it in his wallet and went back up and goes, "Oh, you've put this on the wrong one, but I'll keep it. I'll put another one on the Kaikoura Cup." Didn't get the trifecta of the first four in the Kaikoura Cup, but got the first four of the trifecta in the Melbourne Cup. Was his biggest win he's ever had, $26,000.
Oh, man, 26 grand.
So here's my advice. Just fucking take $50, do an easy bet, and crush your fingers.
See what happens. Yeah. You're probably more often than not going to win. That's a great story. I do love that. Mate, that's
Brilliant.
awesome. Good luck to everybody that's going to be punting into the Melbourne Cup on Tuesday. Hopefully you've got some time off work. I understand it starts at 5 o'clock or something like that, but make sure you've got the whole afternoon off. Come and join us down at the Quarter Bar. Dan will be there from 12:15. Buy him a beer.
Putting the stools out.
Putting the stools out. Sweeping the pavement for the barbecue to get ready. Tucking into the sausages. It's going to be a great afternoon. We'll look forward to seeing you all there. Lads, let's find a few winners for people this week if we can. I know you guys have been looking through the fields, but just before we do, Ted, this isn't his best bet, but he does like a race or a horse at Te Aroha tomorrow. Race 7, I'm Unstoppable. So yeah, if you're interested in taking Ted's best bet, get on the one we're going to announce later. But also, Te Aroha race 7 tomorrow. I'm Unstoppable, and good luck, Ted, for tomorrow. Te Aroha race course is back. I think it was postponed from yesterday, but the meeting is going ahead tomorrow. So good luck to Ted, and good luck to everybody at Racing Te Aroha for all the work that you guys have done in getting the track ready to go. It should be a hell of a day out. Luke, have you found a few winners, mate?
Oh, I'm just trying to find this thing tomorrow. Did you say it was race 7? At the Love Track.
Shit, that's what I noted down. Hold on.
What's it called?
Yeah, race 7.
I'm Unstoppable.
Yeah,
From the O'Sullivan Scott.
Yeah, it's untried.
It's a half the Strathtay.
They know how to train.
Yeah, it's got the same trainer. Yeah. Different breeding, but same trainer makes it a half. Okay, 280. We get a bit of that. Look, this weekend looks pretty lean on the old ground over there in New Zealand, so I'm going to be interested to see how they go in the Mode Technology Fielding Gold Cup. I thought You Are a Star was a huge run last start. That's going to have to run well again and then head down south and have a crack at the good horse JB Jesus. So keen to see how that goes. Probably follow my money again, but 60 kilos and a barrier 11, probably just running on. I honestly couldn't find too much in these fields this weekend that I could get really, really excited about. Don't know about you, lads.
Comments. Let's get in the comments. Let's get some people in. What's everybody else got?
There's been a couple of comments on who's winning the Cup. We've got Jordan's back in Cleveland. Kev's on Gold Trip. Ethan's on without a fight.
Yeah, nice.
And the one that actually made me smile the most is a comment from Scott down the bottom here, and he's brought up that he's got a get out of jail bet for the weekend for the boys.
Shit.
So it's always interesting to see what you guys have to say. He's got our last race at Ashburton on Sunday. Put the house on. Oh my god, I'm going to botch this. Is it Mazzucato?
Mazzucato.
Oh.
Yeah, Mazzucato.
But put the house on it, he reckons.
Shit.
We don't have a price yet for Mazzucato.
An MBJ.
Yeah, an MBJ.
An MBJ.
We love DJs.
Maximum blowjob.
I've got a few from the community from earlier in the day. So Mark Ashin, Kukullen, race 2 at Tauranga. Troy Taufari, Wild Moose, top 3 or 4. I think it's been scratched.
Brutal.
Unluckily. Aaron Moore at Tauranga, race 3, number 12. Wins for fun, not sure what that's called. Darren Holm, Pakenham, Saturday. Race number 3, Ratahi. David Ty, Colorado Star, race 5, Trentham, Saturday. Dominic Gray, Legato.
Yeah.
Don't even know if we touched on that. Jack Walker, Trentham, race 2, Cooper. Jeffrey Forkard, Tauranga, race 1, number 3, top 3. And Dan Rack to piss himself before the end of the ride.
Yeah, it's 7:45. He's nearly. We do have 10 or 15 minutes, so you got to hold on to, Dan, because like was just said, we haven't got to Legato and stuff just yet. That's awesome that getting everybody in the comments. That Mazzucato has got Warren Kennedy racing it down at Ashburton, riding at Walker Burgesson. That might not be a bad shout, actually. Good work, guys. Thanks for getting your messages in. Dan, you're itching here, mate.
Yeah, I've got a couple that I like,
Yep,
and I think I've got a couple of each way plays for the day. They're not at huge odds, but I think they're going to get you paid. So Tauranga race 2, number 7 Charmer. I think that's a pretty good each way quote. There is one that's the number 4 on Oniera, or however you say that. Looked pretty good in its last start, but I like the way that Charmer went, and I think a little each way play, $6.50 and $2. I think I'll have a little dig on that. The other one is race 5 Tauranga, obviously Riadini. Looked pretty good fresh up, and it would be interesting to see how it goes. Got a 3 kilo claimer, so it looks okay. But I'm actually into a little bit of the fucking old boy on this one. Tight line,
me
number
too.
5. I really like the way that he found the line last start. And he came within a length of Johnny there. And ran home real nice. $8 and $2.70. I'll take a little bit of fucking each way on that, please.
Nice, mate. I think race 2 Tauranga, 2 of us have got best bets in, so that's good. So now we've got 3 into race 2. So everybody should be watching race 2 at Tauranga.
Quinella them.
And who knows who you punt on. But race 5, mate, I'm with you. I like tight line. Normally that horse goes to the front and kind of runs them ragged, but it came from the back, which is very different. I finished off so strongly. I've already gone for a bet in the top 4. I think it was paying $2.20 when I saw it. It's coming to $2, so there's obviously a little bit of money somewhere. So nice work, mate.
No worries.
Get on tight line. The only other one that I could find, and like I mentioned, the Coupland's Bakeries Moles, race 5 Puntura was pretty unlucky last start, and it's won 2 from 4 second up. It has been in Australia here or there, and performed okay. I was asking in my notes, is it going to beat Wild Moose, Luke? But it's already done that because Wild Moose hasn't made the field.
Damn it, man.
That's okay. I reckon Puntura could be a really, really nice bet on the weekend as well. Righto. Geez, hopefully within those comments and from some of our comments there, you guys have found some winners.
The one I was going to ask about, is at Trentham in race 4 meeting 4 race number 4, number 1 Rockburn. Would you go again?
Yeah.
You would go again after doing our dough the other day down there at Hastings?
It was second up last start, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Second up syndrome, mate.
Okay, perfect. All right, there you go. You can have a wee tipple at that.
Well, you don't have to trust me. Dan, are we going again?
That's the Dan.
Oh, fucking absolutely. Cash is on.
Can Luke, Ted, was that? That was Ted's bet, was it?
Yeah,
Ted, let us know, mate. Rockburn.
Yeah.
Good work. Righto. As I was looking through Australia, we're not going to get through all of this because we've only got another 10 minutes, and Dan really needs to go to the toilet. I can tell he's starting to get itchy.
Stand up in a second.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Aidan Rodley, OP Bosson's manager, has been hustling over in Australia because Opie's on there and he's riding about 5 or 6 races. No Kiwi horses.
Oh, well done.
What a manager.
A-Rod. I think as well, Opie winning the other day, more of the Opie factor.
Yep.
The Aussies, they just eventually, they got to put them on.
Absolutely. You've got to be good to get all these rides. So good on you, Opie. It's great to see. Hopefully you're enjoying it over there.
Even the Racing Victoria, I think it was, putting up the old post of there's only one Opie Bosson.
Yeah.
Shit, we've gone worldwide, team. We've gone worldwide.
They've got the itch. I can't wait to get back to Karaka Millions and
Oh.
sing that. And we haven't established our song yet, have we? But that's going to be in more episodes to come. We'll make sure that we get back on that bandwagon as well.
I'm thinking 50 Cent in the club.
I know. Is that where we're landing?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. It's in
good.
the top 5.
Hey, it's a great song.
Go shorty.
Righto, let's get to Legato and the Golden Eagle racing for $10 million at Rosehill this Saturday. $8 and $2.80. I reckon that the country horse racing followers this year have been looking forward to Prowess, Imperatriz, and Legato getting into Australia. We've seen the first 2. We finally get to see Legato over there as well. Luke, mate, have you loaded up? Because $8 and $2.80, that is good money.
Well, the tab had done me again because I took that boosted odds, her in the futures at $6.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be on. You just got to be. The way the Kiwis are going, can she win? Don't know. I bloody hope so. But, I mean, if she lives up to that form that when she was over there last time, you'd have to think she's going to be going close. Now sort of right-handed, isn't it? And a little bit of a shady track. But hopefully she can get the job done. It'd be so special. Just keep the momentum going for the Kiwis. But, yeah, those Aussie races are proving so hard to figure out. But she's definitely got to be a top 4 chance, whatever you can get for the top 4, surely.
I like a few horses in this one. I love Legato. I'm going to fucking back the shit out of her and just hope that she wins. But I'm going to have a couple of savers. I'm going to have a little saver on Attrition, number 2. I feel like that won really well last start, and I'm happy to take the $21 and just have a little saver on that. The other one that I really like, but it's got a shit draw. And look, I think you backed this one maybe when you were in Sydney's Kovalika.
Yes.
Run second in...
Correct, it runs second.
Whatever it was. I hate to rub it in.
Yeah.
But I think at $10 shit draw, I think I'll have a little couple of savers on those two. Amelia's Jewel, I mean, that still fucking hurts, that last one where it just came nowhere on
Brutal.
the Punters Club. So, yeah, Legato, $8 now. Yep, I'll have that, and then I'll have a little saver on those two, attrition and Kovalika.
Nice. 2 starts ago, Amelia's Jewel, when I was over in Australia, they were just talking this horse up so much. It won at Moonee Valley really easily, and then, obviously blew out a little bit last start. Other honourable mentions from the Kiwis at Moonee Valley Friday night. Tomorrow night, Mr. Mojo Rising paying $3.30. It's a favourite. Luke, this is one of your favourite horses, mate.
Yeah, love this thing. Sheesh. I think it's carrying some weight, isn't it?
62K.
No worries. No worries.
That's not enough.
Sure, should be right.
Get more on.
So,
Gee.
Jamie Carr.
Happy days. JVG can carry that sort of weight.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, good luck out there, Andrew Forsman and Mr. Mojo Rising. Also, Rosehill Race 7, the Giga Kick Stakes looks awesome. Second best sprinter in Australia. Think about it's going to be on there. We won't go into that race, but that's going to be great racing as well. The only other one I'm keen to ask about you fellas, and we have kind of touched on it, is Ladies Man. What are we doing here, Dan, this week? The Lexus Archer Stakes, Flemington, Race 3, Ladies Man, $6.50 and $2. What are we doing? Are we on?
I don't think. I mean, Alan Sharrock's been very clear that this is not a race he wants to win. He's been talking a lot about how he likes to follow the philosophy of the great Cups winner Bart Cummings and just get the miles in the legs. 59 kilos. He's carrying around a couple of these fucking export gold kegs. Maybe not for me this week. I mean, he could surprise you. Like, he might be just that good. And if he comes out and wins this week, tomorrow, he'll probably shorten a bit in the Cup. So if you're going to have a bet in the Cup, take the 51s, because if he comes out and fucking pantses him on Saturday, he'll be fucking $20.
Be gutted if you're not on the futures. I got a bit of 26s around the place, so in the Melbourne Cup, that is.
Is it still paying 26s for a place?
Not sure.
No, it can't be if it's 51, eh? Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, I might get on for the Melbourne Cup after this, actually. That's a good idea. Doesn't sound like we're on Ladies Man for the weekend. But, hey, good luck to everybody over there. Good luck to Legato. Really, really keen. Good luck, Opie, all day long at Flemington. Hopefully you can ride some winners. Looks like he's got some nice races there as well. And good luck to everybody that's having a punt into Australia. Let's get to the best bets, lads. There's a few here, and we talked about the Blessed Bet this week. This is Ted's best bet, but also the GOAT liked it too. He sent it through this morning. He was keen to give Ted the honour, but I think we've got to say that GOAT tipped this out as well. Like we said, the BGP Blessed Bet, Race 2 Cooper, 1 start for an impressive 3-length win at Waverley last month, had won 2 trials leading into that debut win and can go on with it down the chute at Trentham. Drawn well, will be on speed and very hard to beat. Hopefully it doesn't rain on Friday, because I think we've all put a bit of money on today.
Yes. I had to test that the Blessed Bet was working.
Your hat looks great, by the way, Luke. It's just awesome. So the GOAT did come back with a second bet as well. Trentham Race 7 Pep Talk. Won this race last year when contested at Awapuni. Will appreciate a firmer track than previous starts, and a low gate will mean he can get an economical trip.
16s.
Is it? Jeez, I didn't even look at the odds.
16s and 450 with Jim Chung on board.
Oh, I love that. I just kind of sent him a little thumbs up for sending through the tip, but if I'd known it was $16, would have gave him a gift.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Little unicorn or something.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a really, really interesting one. Maddie from Punt IQ, who's on fire at the moment. We just talked about Race 7, the Giga Kick Stakes. Think about it, his favourite. Maddie's punting into this race, and he's giving his best bet as Private Eye, $3.80. Sat 3 wide, no cover, and has done it tough his last 2 starts. Still running well, including his third in the Everest. He peaked third up last spring after running second to Giga Kick in the Everest. Likely he finds a better spot here and can turn the tables on his stablemate and favourite. Think it over. They should Quinella the race, so if you like the Quinella, get on board with that. But man, he's tipping against the Everest winner and is keen to get on Private Eye. So yeah, that should be a hell of a race.
I'm on.
You're on Private Eye as well?
Love it.
Good man. What's your best bet, mate? What are you on there?
My best bet, well, actually, I looked through the fields and I thought, fucking hell, I love this horse. But then I thought this is probably someone else's best bet because someone else fucking loves him and he's been beaten up all over the show, so I steered away from him. But then I had a look and I went to Australia because I'm not sure what the fucking the tracks are going to come up like over here. But I really like Flemington Race 6, the Coolmore Stud Stakes or whatever it's called. Number 1, Shinzo. Last start in the Everest. Got a little bit beaten up and didn't go too well. His first up run after winning the Golden Slipper the year before wasn't great, but I think there's a few excuses there or reasons maybe why he didn't go too well. I'm going to trust Waller and JMac that they've got this horse back on track. I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago there was a horse called Home Affairs.
Yep.
He ran 9th in the Everest. And interesting, Shinzo ran 9th in the Everest and then come out next start and beat them all up in the Coolmore.
Wow.
So I'm going to go, history is going to tell me what's going on, and Shinzo's going to come out and just absolutely body bag him.
Wow.
JMac as well. You wouldn't bet against it.
Sicko. I thought you might have been going Latrell, mate. Latrell Mitchell in the last at Tauranga.
Oh, have you missed that?
I'm going to have a bet, but
Yeah.
no,
Couldn't make it the best.
No, I couldn't
No.
make it.
Fair enough.
Look, you've got yourself and Ben's, mate. Can you remember Ben's?
Yeah, I sure can.
Good man.
So we'll go Ben's first. So Ben is going to meeting 2, race number 2, and he's gone Cucullin. Now, I'm pretty sure he might have a share in this bad boy. So he had Millie Fiore last week, which runs second. It was a very good second too, but Cucullin is first up. It's one first up as well. This horse has never finished out of the top 4 and has won 2 from 4. He said that it is an exceptional place bet. It can pay for your Christmas 2 months out or pay for your Cup Day. And maybe, if you're feeling greedy, get a little something on the win as well. So good luck to people having a crack at Cucullin in race number 2 at Tauranga to kick off your day. Then, once you've converted that cash back into betting credits, all you're going to have to do is turn over the channel a bit later to, well, meeting 4, race number 3, Candle. Shit. Hopefully we can light this one up again because it has been burning my cash, but I've got to give it one more chance. Number 8, Drawn Barrier 8. Good signs there. Get 88 each way. Lily Sutherland is riding up against the Stony one, who was very impressive first up and goes very good second up too. It has won 3 from 4 second up. I couldn't believe it when this was in the field as well. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Still got a bet on it though.
The Stony one has run top 4 11 out of 12 starts. But anyway, we're going to take it on and we're going to burn it. We're going to burn it at both ends. Candle's going to get the job done finally. Otherwise, this thing comes out of the black book. I never want to see it again. And I'm never putting another bet on it.
Come on, Candle. Make him keep going. Make him keep going. Just run second by nose and then he'll go again. Just get there. Get there. Nah, mate, I really...
Yeah, big roomy straight at Trentham. That's what's going to really help this horse as well. So just hopefully things don't go well for the Stony one and we can win and get that $4.
Oh, nice, mate. I love your explanations. Good luck, Candle. The other lads have got a couple in this race as well. I'm M2 Tauranga, race 2 Onera, paying $2.10. It's not going to get you... very wealthy, but I just look back at this horse's couple of runs. Gold Trail Stakes looked the winner until the 200 metres, but was nailed. But within 1 length of Quintessa, who I feel like is a really good horse from Te Ako, and just beaten by Chantilly Lace as well. Start before that was beaten a nose by Quintessa again. Again, I think it's a pretty good-looking horse. It was supposed to be in the soliloquy last week, pulled out of that, and is now racing here against... probably a step down in terms of 3-year-olds. So Onera 210, not going to get you rich, but Jesus, Arthur Academy Award got bombed on the line last week. I needed to take something short and hopefully find a bloody winner. So come on, Onera. I think that's how you pronounce it. Righto.
Bloody brilliant, mate.
Good work, lads. I can't believe we have spoken for an hour. And one thing, as you were going through your best bet last week, was we tried to get into the best of BGP on Friday mornings. We tried to get meeting code 6, race 9 last week, dinner for 2, etc., etc. TAB producers shut it down.
We weren't overly stoked with it. Said, what about the buffet?
We asked the question, and it wasn't allowed. 69, I thought everybody would love it apart from them.
Yep, no one's going home hungry. We're trying to...
Can we just make our best bet every week, meeting code 6, horse 9, race 9?
Great idea. Hey, don't we have one from Fitzy as well?
Oh, shit. Sorry, Fitzy. Yeah, we do, mate. We've got Addington Friday night, race 2, Hadron Collider. Thanks very much, Fitzy. He got us home last week.
Yeah, he says here, we'll win by 3 lengths at a minimum. Otherwise, message me and I will refund all bets. That's funny.
Thanks, Fitzy.
Brilliant.
What a guy.
Good work.
Hey, he got his best bet home last weekend, to be fair. Well, on Monday, I think it was. So, good shopping from Fitzy.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Good work. Thanks very much to everybody that's been sending in their best bets. Righto, lads, we're going to see you at the Melbourne Cup on Tuesday. We're not streaming or anything this year, but it's still going to be a great afternoon. Dan, are you ready for the bathroom?
Oh, mate, I'm waiting for you to wrap this up. I'm ready to grab that card and go run straight out of here.
Well, I'll wrap this up quickly, mate, but I'll let the people in on a secret that are watching or listening. Now, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I've been in comms with Ellerslie this week, and they're starting to ask for things that I assume you wouldn't be asking for unless you sort of know that you might be hosting an event in Auckland on the 27th of January. So those are some good signs. There's some work going on in the background. Fingers are still crossed. Hopefully we're going to be back on track at the Big E.
Mate, it's 99.9% sure. We're there.
Game on.
Start selling tickets. Start saving up. Get your money ready.
Send me your cash. I'll look after it.
We're going good. There's going to be more than 850. There's going to be 1,000 people this year. Everyone's going
bring
to be
some
on
mates
course,
as well.
obviously.
Bring some
Absolutely.
mates that haven't been before. Let's fucking fill the room up and just tear into it.
It's so exciting. It is so exciting. Looking forward to it. January 20, whatever. What was
Sorry,
it?
27th.
Righto, let's get out of here so we can let Dan relieve himself. Good luck, everybody. Thank you so much, as always, for joining in. We really, really do appreciate your company. We appreciate all of your comments. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good luck on the weekend. Hopefully we'll see some of you at the corner bar on Tuesday afternoon. Good luck on the punt. Gamble responsibly. Go Legato. We'll leave it with it.
Yeah, get up Legato.
Go the Kiwi.
Go to the
Game, set, and match. Shut the gate. They're going to do it again. The Kanaka Million goes with and stays with. In front, Delzeo, long run, but here's the calls now. He's coming. He's going to get there.